we'll start with our new topic of chapter first, tracing changes through the 1,000 years. Historical periods. So, British historians divided the history of India into three periods. What are they? Hindu, Muslim and British. They had divided our history into three parts, that are Hindu, Muslim and British. Most historians look to economical and social factors to categorize the major elements of different moments of the past. How they have looked our history? In different the major elements of economical and social factors. We'll understand it further. The life of hunter-gatherers, early farmers and early empires were called early societies. So, the life of hunters, gatherers, early farmers and early empires were called early societies. And the growth of imperial state formation, development of Hinduism and Islam are major religions, and the arrival of European trading companies were called the medieval period. And the next is the growth of imperial state formation, development of Hinduism and Islamism, and the European trading companies. These are the medieval period. And the last era was called the modern period. This spelling is wrong. It is modern period, which carried a sense of material progress and intellectual development. Prosperity during this period brought European trading company to India. What are the three? Let's go through again. First ones are the life of hunter gatherers, early farmers and early empires. That is the early society. Then medieval is the imperial state formation, development of Hinduism and Islamism, European trading companies. These are the medieval period. And the last era was the modern period, which is called a sense of material progress and intellectual development. What is written? Maps are the sources through which we can trace out the historical changes and contexts. Cartographers were the skilled artists who record these chronological effects in map. Now what happened? Map become the important sources of tracing out the historical changes. So, who are preparing all the maps and all are they called? Cartographers. They are called cartographers. The mode of presentation and the context vary through time. The map of 1154 CE are not the same as the map of the 7050. Example, one can see the map given in NCERT textbook on page 1 and 2. Both the map shows the same location but with a lot of variation. Even the name of the places are spelled differently. So, what they want to say? That all what I said explained, that maps are the sources through which we can trace out the historical changes, but it is different in time. That means there is different map in the period of 1154 CE and in the 1750 it will be different. There will be a lot of variation. Historical records are available in different languages. Differences are also traced in the use of grammar and vocabulary. Change in meaning also occur over time. The term Hindustan is now India. Yes, we are seeing that history records available are also in different languages. Means we can see different grammar and vocabulary and even the change in the meaning of the word. For example, now before it was called Hindustan, now we are calling it as India. The Hindustan was first used by Menaji Siraj, a Persian chronologist in the 13th century. Okay, and now presently we are calling it India. So now let's explain about Minhaj-i-Siraj. Hindustan constituted the area of Punjab, Haryana and the land between the Ganga and the Yamuna. The term was used in the political sense of land forming the part of the dominion of the Delhi Sultan. South India was not included in this map. Now look that particular this place Punjab, Haryana and land between Ganga and Yamuna all termed as Hindustan, and in a political sense they are forming it. Okay, and even South India is not included in the map of Hindustan. Babur in the early 16th century used the term Hindustan in order to describe the geography, the fauna and the culture of the inhabitants of the subcontinents. Amir Qureshi used the term Hind in a similar sense in the 14th century. Now what happened? Now they are explaining about that Babur in the 16th century used the term Hindustan to describe about the geography and the fauna and the culture of inhabitants. So that means they are explaining with the change of time we observe that the idea of geographical and cultural entity like India did exist, but the term Hindustan did not carry the political and national meaning which we associate with it today. It is a simple meaning. We trace out many changes in the use of word with the change of time. For example, the word foreigner is used in the sense of one who is not an Indian, whereas it was in the medieval period used in the sense of one who was a part of the same village but not a part of a particular society or culture. The synonymous word for foreigner in Hindi and Persian are Pardesi and Ajnabi respectively. So what they want to explain that the word even changes with the time. That means time even changes the meaning of a word and its use and pronunciation, even meaning also. Historians use different sources to study the past depending upon the period of their investigation. Coins, inscriptions, architecture and textual records are still the basic sources. So historians use different sources. Then there is not a particular some fixed sources. It changes with the period. But coins, inscription, architecture and textual records, these are still the basic sources. That means they are the foremost sources. Others we can add up as the time demands. During the period of 700 to 1750, we trace out a dramatic increase in the variety of textual records. Its basic reason was that paper gradually became cheaper and more widely available. It was extensively used in writing the holy text, chronicles of rulers, letters and teaching of saints, petitions and judicial records, and for register of accounts and taxes. Now they were saying that during the period of 700 to 1750, we have seen that there is an increased variety of textual records. That means written records are kept more. What is the reason? That is the increase in paper. We are getting the paper cheaper and more widely. So there is an extensively use in writing for all kinds of records. Manuscripts collected from wealthy people, rulers, monasteries and temples were placed in libraries and archives. These manuscripts and documents help historians with several detailed information, though it is difficult to use them. So manuscripts were kept in libraries and archives so that in case of any detailing information, historians can use them. There were no printing press in those days. Scribes used to copy down manuscripts by hands, hence they were somewhere not very legible. Some people in words and sentences were also made, in fact not knowingly, in the manuscripts while copying. This brought the same manuscript copied, presented differently by different scribes. It poses a serious problem to determine which the original one was. So earlier what happened, they were saying that there were no printing press and all. So as the manuscripts were prepared, so for copying, like for writing by some other person, if writing the same manuscripts, then there can be any changes knowingly or unknowingly. So that become a serious problem for them to determine that better which one was the original, who had wrote the correct or who had wrote the wrong. These were the problems. The author used to revise their chronicles from time to time. And what happened, they used to revise the chronicles. Ziauddin Barani, a 14th century author, revised his chronicle for the first time in 1356, followed by another version 2 years later. In fact, the two versions different from each other, but as the original one was traceless, nobody could claim for the difference. So they were saying that there was one person, Ziauddin Barani, and he is an author. In the 14th century, what he did? in 1356 first time he revised his edition or of chronicles, but there were differences, but no one can claim as, no one can trace it. What is the reason? What was the reason? Because the original one was not available, so they can't claim the differences. The period between 700 and 1750 was a phase of transition, and as a lot of developments took place, the Persian wheel in irrigation, the spinning wheel in weaving, and firearms in combat were some of the examples of development. So there were vast developments. What are some of the developments are there? The Persian wheel in irrigation, a spinning wheel in weaving, and firearms in combat. These are some of the examples they have given us about the developments. And subcontinent that have given new foods. What are they? Potatoes, corn, chilies, tea, and coffee. These are all the new food. Then the new technologies and crop also came with the migrants who also brought other ideas with them. Then was saying about the medieval period that it was a period of economical, political, social, and cultural changes, and also of great mobility. People traveled too far off lands to make their fortune. Then they have given about some of the empires, that is Rajput. Rajput, one of the prominent communities, were the group of warriors between the 8th and 14th century. They were the Kshatriyas by caste status. They included the rulers, chieftains, soldiers, and commanders serving in the armies of the different monarchies all over the subcontinent. Extreme valor and a great sense of loyalty were the prominent qualities of the community. Now they are explaining about the community of Rajputs. Just put this on your notes so that it become easy for you to understand in further classes. What are they? They are the prominent community of group. It includes group of warriors in the 8th and 14th centuries. They were the Kshatriyas by caste status. Okay, and what they all includes? Chieftains, rulers, soldiers, and commanders. Okay. Then what about Marathas? Sikhs, Jats, Ahoms, and Kayasth were the other prominent class of people. They are the caste of scribes and secretaries. All are these: Marathas, Sikhs, Jat, Ahoms, and Kayasth. So students, with this, go through the video properly and see this animation also. We'll continue with the answers in our next video.